modules, I have mentioned that career theorists, they have got intellectual support, theoretical support from French and German scholars, philosophers. Jacques Derrida or Jacques Derrida or Jacques Derrida or Jacques Derrida, different pronunciations are given, is French philosopher. He has given a theory of deconstruction of language. What is that? And what is its relationship with reality of gender? We will see it in this module. Derrida says that there is no direct link between language and reality. Because you are student of BS linguistics or BS applied linguistics, you know that the first thing you study in linguistics is Saussure's theory of language. Saussure's view is that are words and their reference, the meaning of our words and their reference in the real world. There is no direct link between them. This link is conventional. People establish this link. Community starts calling a thing of particular shape and color and size that this is a book. So the relationship between this word book and the idea behind it, the meaning behind it, it is established by the community. So it is conventional. So there is no cause and effect type of relationship, natural relationship, direct relationship between language that is in our mind and reality that is outside us. This is Saussure's point of view. Okay, meaning of words is defined by difference. So how we define meaning? Second question. We define meaning on the basis of difference of one thing from other related things. For example, book is not notebook. Book is not a register. Book is not a file. So book is defined on the basis of its difference from these other related words. So meaning is defined on the basis of difference. These concepts are very important to understand what you will know in this module. So please be careful and listen to these things very attentively. Words and meaning relate to two different words. As I said earlier, words belong to language, and see, words and meaning relate to two different words. One of them relates with real world, one of them relates with mental world. Words belong to language and meaning belong to real world. Language system is stable, so words are stable. Real world changes. Words are stable means they remain the same over a long period of time. It never happens that a person just says that from now onwards I won't call a certain thing a book, rather I would call it, for example, book. Nobody will accept it, because this is not in the decision of the individual, this is decision of entire community. So community can change a word, so that's why words remain almost the same. They are used by the community to understand each other. So words never change daily, so they remain stable over a period of time. So words are part of language and meaning is part of real world meaning. The source of meaning is a real world. So once you get meaning from the real world, it becomes part of your mind. Okay, for the moment, understand that words and meaning relate to two different words. Words belong to language and meaning belong to real world. Language system, I have explained that. Who defines meaning? Community. It comes from real world. Okay. Language system is stable, as I have already explained. So words are stable. Real world changes over the time. There are changes in word. There are scientific developments, technological developments, cultural developments because of migration, because of wars, because of new countries. Okay, so real world changes, geographies change, okay, cultures change. Because of these changes, because meanings are part of real world, meanings also change. So words remain stable, but meanings are variable. This is the central point so far. It means the same word may have many meanings. With the passage of time, the same word gathers around it different meanings. For example, red has different meaning as traffic signal and as symbol of love. The same word has two different meanings, and these meanings were attached with it with the passage of time by the use of this word red in different contexts. But when we speak or write a word, we do not bring to mind all meanings. Okay, all the meanings which are centered around a single word, when we use that word, we use it mostly in one meaning. We ignore all other meanings of that word. We talk about the present meaning, the present use of that word, and ignore the absent meanings which are not used in that context in which we are using this word. So if we are near the traffic signal, so we are using here red only in the meaning of stop. The other meaning, the symbol of love, is ignored here. Okay, so we take the present as real because it is in front of us. So what is absent, the other meanings, we don't consider them. So what is present is real for us. This is reality for us. Derrida says to know reality, we should deconstruct, we should break the present meaning to relate them with the absent one. He says that unless we relate the present meaning with the absent meanings, we cannot reach the total truth, the real thing. We cannot reach reality unless we relate present with the absent. So meaning lies in binary pairings. Binary pairings means something that is present before us and something that is absent. So if we apply this view of deconstruction or breaking the present meaning, as Derrida suggests, we can define good if we know what is evil. So good, it is present before us, but we cannot know what is good unless we also relate it with evil. So this is meaning lies in binary pairing. We can know light if we know darkness. We can know truth if we know falsehood. It means ये जो हम कहते हैं आधा सच, तो हमारे सामने आधा सच हो रहा है, तो पूरा सच बनाने के लिए we have to consider what is not said, what is not mentioned, what is absent, what is invisible. Meaning is, from these examples we conclude that meaning is based on difference or opposition. Good is different from evil, light is different from darkness. So meaning is based on difference, and we know one from the other. And when we know both, that is present and that is absent, then we know the reality through language. Over time, from the set of oppositions, what happens? One term is taken superior or central, and the other term is taken marginal and inferior. For example, from the pair of good and evil, we take good is superior, good is central, and we give inferior status to evil. Same is the case with all other pairings which we can imagine of. Same is the case with opposites or binary pairs such as white versus black. No, so it is natural, rather it is naturalized that people think white are superior and black they are inferior. Similarly, male versus female, males are superior and females are inferior. The white or whites, they come first, this is the first term, so they are superior, and black, the second term, the black or blacks, so they are inferior. Culture takes the first term as center and second as marginal. Exactly the opposition. Now we come to the point. After explaining deconstruction theory of Derrida, we apply it to our case of non-binary gender, non-binary groups of sexuality. Main pairing is heterosexual and non-heterosexual, heterosexual and queers. This is also binary. As we mention heterosexual first, so we take them as center of the society, as superior, and non-het are mentioned later, so they are inferior and they are at the margin. And following Derrida, we cannot understand het without non-het, because full meaning comes when we relate the meaning that is present with the meaning that is absent, and or in other words, we understand the meaning of one with the help of the other. So if we want to understand what is heterosexuality, we need to know what is non-heterosexuality. So to know the reality of gender, we should know both of them. Otherwise, we know half truth. This is Derrida, and actually all the ideas which we have discussed, they were taken from his book of grammatology. Okay. We conclude from all this discussion in this module that there is intellectual basis of sexuality. This intellectual basis is provided by philosophers. Butler herself did her PhD in philosophy, so philosophical support is provided to queer theory, and to know Whether this ideology is, even after philosophical support, acceptable or unacceptable, this would be decided later.